Hey guys, welcome back to another vlog. So, I have been making a bunch of makeup quilted bags, and I've yet not come to one that is easy to make for me. I have snapped two needles this past week. Um, my scrunchies has been going well. Yeah. Hi everyone, welcome back to another vlog. I'm the owner of Nurin Handcrafted. I make a lot of handcrafted goods. I even make artisan soap, and I have been going into sewing lately. I have broken two needles this past week trying to make quilted makeup bags. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't know why I decided to start with the most difficult. Um, I think for me personally, it's the most difficult, and I'm gonna tell you guys. And I've watched a lot of videos, and I think everyone has the same struggle. This was my very first one that I made. So to you, it looks okay, but it's definitely not okay. It's far from perfect, and I'm gonna show you guys now the sides. If you go from the top, it's not equal. It's widery, it's narrow on this side, and this design, and I'm just using it to keep all my sewing things. This design is not my own design. This is the one without the raw edges, and the first struggle I had was cutting my fabric, cutting into the what do you call it, the polyester foam. So I don't have a proper, because I'm new to sewing, I do not have a proper scissor. And guys, it's so important to get a proper fabric scissor, because cutting through all that, the struggle was already started there. And the cutting mat that I ordered, cutting mats are so expensive, so I ordered one from Temu, and it was to work with my rotary blade, and it ended up being horrible quality. I even made a TikTok video about that. When I received the cutting mat, it was already broken, because that's how thin it was. It was like plastic. And so I got me this one, self-healing mat, thick. It was on both sides. I was struggling to cut straight with my rotary cutter, and I thought it's the rotary cutter's fault, and maybe it's me. Ended up just being the cutting mat I was using, because I don't know why, but ever since I've been using this one, it's been way easier to cut for some reason. I am actually cutting straight now with my rotary cutter. So because I couldn't cut the fabric as straight, which is super important to get your measurements and your fabric cut to the right measurements, and this is with this situation came in, right? Because end of the day, nothing was completely straight, and as I was quilting and putting the sides together, I just end up cutting the pieces straight while I'm actually just making the pieces and the whole bag design smaller, for example. And this is when you box it out, and I have to go over, I'm all over the place, but coming back to the quilted bag problem that I have, and I watched Tyler Rose. I love all her videos, and I believe in what she says. Like, I love quilting. But when it comes to sewing the box part, this is where the issue is, and I see a lot of people have the same problem. And if you can't enjoy what you make, then you don't want to make it. And I'm gonna show you guys how many I've made, and boxing out the corners. I broke two needles. My polyester for, I have a brother. It's not industrial, and I struggle to sew over boxing out these corners, and because I struggle and then they don't come out even, like to anyone else it's really okay, but to me it's just not okay, then I don't want to sell it. Let me show you guys the other things I have made that was not so much of a struggle. So this is another, I love this print. Unfortunately, I don't have much of this fabric left, and the place that I bought it from, they really restock their prints. So strawberry print they do have is not the same as this one, and I don't like the other one. This is a laptop sleeve that I made, and I decided to add the gold zip to the laptop sleeve, which I don't know if I am gonna keep on doing that. I might do the normal zip and leave the gold plated zips for the makeup bags. I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do, because I'm gonna need to buy a lot of these, because I've noticed the size zip I can't get 10 items. Well, yeah, I just need a unique on how many, because this comes in a roll like this, and this is the other one that I bought. This is a different one, and the zip is different as well. I prefer the other one because this is much easier. I get this in the zip in so much easier than with this one. Just hold on a second. Here's a box of the makeup bags that I've been trialing, and my husband that taught me how to sew even tried helping me with coming up with the easier way. I told him the easier way, but you need binding, and I find doing it that way, the old way, which I look all over YouTube, and everyone used to do it with a binding method, and lots of bags that we buy has the binding, and there's a reason why. I have a domestic sewing machine, a brother, and I don't know if because I'm domestic, but my needle, or I need the proper needle, but my foot cannot go over that bulk of fabric to box the corners. So I did buy myself a walking foot. This is how it looks like. This is what the walking foot looks like, and it even comes with a little quilting guide that I would like to get for my brother, but right now I'm okay with just drawing the lines. This is the walking foot, and because it's a walking foot, it helps go over that bulk. But do I still struggle? Yes. And this is the one my husband made, which he didn't like, because and in the day, I don't know why, but the size are off again. This one is taller, this one is shorter. Yeah, he really struggled boxing the corners for me since he started sewing before me. Oh my god, where's the light going? My light is disappearing. And then this is the other one I tried to make first, and when this one failed, this one is a fail. Because he saw I was struggling too much, he tried doing it for me, and he's like, let's call the night, because he didn't want to finish off the rest of the bags, since the last part to do was just to box off the corners. And then I showed him, well, there is another way we can do it, the other method, which is this method, is where you sew. You see, I didn't have binding, but it doesn't actually need the binding if you leave a lot of this left. Yes, we did cut the little pieces out, and normally I think it's better to do it after you sewn it with this French seam method. Yeah, so that's another way. And you just really have to first you finish off the whole bag, and then yeah, so this was my first time trying it this way, the French seam way, because I didn't have any um, binding, and it changes the shape a little bit because it changes the shape to look literally like a little box, and I kind of like it. So I don't know, what do you guys think looks better, this one or this one? Tell me in the comments because I'm not sure. This one is cute. I think I like this one. And then I tried making one with the strawberry pattern as well. I feel doing it this way adds more structure to the bag. I could change the pattern and make it a bit longer, but I think just like this is fine enough. And because I do work and I'm a mom and I can't make a big collection where I have 3 different sizes of this makeup bag, so I'm planning only to keep it on one size, and I actually prefer this size, which I think is big enough to fit in a lot of things in there. Like, there's a lot of space. And then obviously, because I'm only going to do one size in the makeup bag, we're going to have the hair tools bag. I'm going to call my makeup bag slash storage bag because you can literally use this for anything. And then I'm going to make the hair tools bag, which I hope is going to sell. And then the only thing that's going to have different sizes is I'm going to start off with one size for the laptop bag, because laptop sleeve, because I think this will also fit a big iPad. And then the book sleeves slash Kindle sleeves will come in 3 different sizes. Yeah, so one for Kindles, one you can use for your books, or medium size and a large. And I would make to order, because you can add a zip or no zip or whatever the case may be. My husband said he thinks everyone would prefer a zip. I don't know. I think I'll leave that to an option when I make the sleeves. So yeah, let's see. We have 4 makeup bags in here. This is the only thing that I need to focus when coming to makeup these, because this way you can actually make sure all the sides are even before you sew it. This way you don't know how it's going to look after you're completely done, and taking the whole thing apart is a headache. The only thing I need to make sure next time is this is what happened, I don't roll it in enough because of how thick it is. So I actually need to make this a bit wider on this side. I think I like the height, but a bit wider on this side. Yeah, a bit wide on this side, just so I have enough space to do this French seam. So yeah, I'm still deciding I'm going to do the French seam way, or I'm just going to do the binding. And I like the fact if I do it this way, I can finish off the bag all around. Yeah. End of the day, what I've learned about making so many of this as a beginner is that, number one, So, end of the day, you're gonna make up your own pattern. There is no one's pattern that I feel I can copy to the T and it's gonna come out perfect like this. I think everyone ends up making their own pattern and changing things to fit their needs, to fit their sewing level, what's easier for them. And you do not need to follow what everyone else is doing to the T. You can put your own spin on it. You can change things, make it the way you want to, quote them the way you want to, what do what you like, what works for you. But right now, I am season of making makeup bags is done for now until I remake a new pattern. I'm waiting for my interfacing so I can start with the book sleeves and the little coin pouches. And no, and because we're going into winter, I have something else that I really want to make that I think will be a really good seller, because in my area no one is making them, no one is selling them. And my mother just gave me an idea because she actually asked someone to make for her, and that made me look into it. And I found a really good way to make them, and I found a really the everything I need to use for them. It's just I need to find some. I need to put money away for flannel. I know I like. You have fabric, but you're really looking at the next batch of fabric that you want to order. Thank you for watching a little video. If ever I come with other tips or of any, I will love to share all my struggles with you guys. Maybe we can come up with solutions together, and tell you guys what worked for me. But cutting straight, what really did not work for me was that cutting mat I bought from Temu. It was horrible. And then I bought this one, self-healing mat. I cut straight way better. Plus, the other thing I also did was change the blade. So I was cutting with the blade it came with, and right now I changed the blade, and that also helped. And the third thing that also helped was, do not use your rotary cutter to cut things off like your zips. I know a lot of people like to do that because they think it's really sharp, but you're just working the blade off. Keep a normal pair of really sharp scissors just for cutting your zips. And another thing is invest in a good fabric scissor, invest in good sets of needles, invest in good thread, because those are the things that will make your job so much easier and quicker, and your things won't come apart. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my little vlog. I didn't do any sewing in here. I did a lot of talking, but I think I wanted to share this with you guys. So I'll see you in my next video where I'm planning on cutting a lot of fabric. We're going to be doing the makeup bags, the sleeves and the book sleeves together. So yeah, see you next time.